This is Reddit Storytell time.
The living room smells like Emily's lavender candle, flickering on the coffee table next to a half-empty bottle of Merlot. I'm at the kitchen counter sorting invoices for my construction business, trying to figure out why our account's always short. Emily's on the couch, legs tucked under, scrolling her phone like it's her job. We're due at Mike's barbecue in an hour. His birthday a big deal. I'm ready. Jeans, clean shirt, keys in hand. She's still in yoga pants, not even pretending to move. You planning to get ready anytime soon? I ask, setting the papers down. She doesn't look up. God, Tom, chill. It's just Mike and Sarah's thing. Not like we're meeting the president. That stings. Mike's been my best friend since college. Helped me clear out my dad's place after he passed. It's his birthday, you know that. Showing up matters. She snorts, eyes on her screen. You're so intense. I'll be ready in 10. Okay. 20 minutes later, she's still scrolling. I stand, grab my jacket. I'm heading out. You coming or not? Her head snaps up, eyebrows raised. Seriously, you're leaving without me? Wow. Way to make me feel like baggage. I pause at the door, hand on the knob. You've had an hour. Him. I'm not begging you to show up for my friend. Her eyes narrow, that sharp glint I've been noticing more. Fine. Go be the perfect friend. Don't expect me to chase you. I walk out, the door clicking shut. In the truck, I grip the wheel, the leather creaking. It's not just her being late. It's the way she twists it like I'm the one who's supposed to wait for her cue. If I'd known how this night would spiral, I'd have started cutting ties right then. Hell, maybe I'd have saved myself a year of her games. I'm halfway to Mike's when my phone buzzes. Emily's name on the screen. I hit speaker, keep my eyes on the road. You really left without me? She says, her voice dripping with that fake hurt she's perfected. Told you I was going, I say, merging onto the highway. You could have waited 5 minutes. You had an hour. She laughs sharp. God, Tom, you're so dramatic. It's just a barbecue and it's Mike's birthday. You knew that. Oh, please. You're acting like I'm blowing off the Super Bowl. You're blowing off my friend. Same difference. She sighed long and exaggerated. You're making this a thing. I'm getting ready now. Okay, don't rush on my account, I say, my voice flat. You know where it is. You're seriously not coming back to pick me up. Nope. Wow, Tom, real classy. Leaving your wife stranded. You're not stranded. You've got a car. She pauses, then her tone shifts softer, like she's flipping a switch. I just thought we'd go together, as a couple. We're not a couple if you can't show up for the people who matter to me. Another pause. You're being such a jerk about this. And you're being a control freak. Pick your poison. Fine, she snaps. I'll get there when I get there. Don't strain yourself, I say, and hang up. No chasing, no second ask. I crank Springsteen and keep driving. Mike's backyard is alive. String lights swaying, burgers sizzling, a cooler packed with beers. Sarah's playing host, darting around with a tray of sliders, her smile tight but warm. Mike's at the grill, his laugh cutting through the chatter. I spot Dave, our old college buddy who's now a contractor with a motor mouth. And Karen, the neighbor who's always got a story about her golden retriever, Rusty. Good crowd, good vibe, except Emily's not here. Mike hands me a beer. Where's Em? Running late, I say, popping the cap. Her usual. He grins, but his eyes are sharp. Keeping you on a leash, huh? Trying to, I mutter, taking a swig. Dave wanders over mid-rant. Lumber's up 30%, man. You feeling it? Yeah, I say, half listening, scanning the yard for Emily. An hour in, no sign of her, no text since the call. I'm not chasing. Then she strolls in, heels clicking on the patio, dressed like she's walking a runway, tight dress, hair perfect, heads turn. She's got that knack, owning a room without trying. She spots me, gives a little wave, then heads for Sarah, laughing like she's been here all night. I don't move. Mike nudges me. You good, Peachy? I say, jaw tight, just watching the show. Emily's holding court now, wine glass in hand, telling some story about her Chicago work trip. She hasn't glanced my way. Karen sidles up, Rusty trailing, his leash dragging. She's in rare form tonight, huh? Never seen her miss a chance to work a crowd. Yeah, I mutter, always on stage. Karen tilts her head, voice low. You okay with that? She's been pulling this a lot. Rusty and I see her strutting around, but you're the one holding it together. I shrug, not ready to spill. I'm here for Mike, not her. Dave asks Emily about our weekend plans. Just small talk. She laughs sharp and deliberate. Oh, Tom's probably dragging me to the hardware store again. His idea of a hot date. The group chuckles. My neck burns. It's not the words, it's the tone, like I'm some boring schlub she's stuck with. Sarah, nearby with a tray of drinks, pauses, her smile fading. I set my beer down, walk over, calm as you please. Actually, I say loud enough for everyone to hear. I was thinking we'd skip the hardware store. I've got better things to do than play errand boy. Emily's smile freezes. Sarah sets her tray down, stepping closer. Everything okay over here? She asks, her voice careful but firm. Just clearing things up, I say, not breaking eye contact with Emily. Emily recovers fast, tilting her head. Oh, come on, Tom, it's a joke. Don't be so sensitive. I step closer, voice steady. Funny, I'm not laughing. Dave, oblivious, laughs. You two are always sparring. Keeps things spicy, right? Sarah shoots him a look. Not the time, Dave. Karen speaks up, her tone dry. Jokes are supposed to be funny. That one felt like a jab. Emily's eyes flash, but she keeps her smile. Wow, everyone's a critic tonight. Can't a girl have some fun? Sarah crosses her arms. Fun's fine, but maybe check who you're throwing under the bus. I don't wait for Emily's next move. I grab another beer and head to the grill with Mike. He hands me a spatula. Flip these, will you? I focus on the burgers, the sizzle grounding me. Sarah joins us, her voice low. She's been like that all month, Tom. I didn't want to say anything, but you don't deserve it. Thanks, I say, flipping a patty. I'm handling it. Emily doesn't follow. Good. I'm done letting her set the tone. If I'd known how far she'd push it, I'd have started packing that night. But I didn't. I still thought we could salvage something. 10 years, a house, a life. Stupid maybe, but I wasn't ready to torch it all over a few cheap shots. So I tried, planned dinners, suggested a weekend in Napa she'd always wanted. She'd nod, smile, then flip it. So I was chasing her approval. Every time I thought we were good, she'd pull something new, ignoring plans, twisting my words, making me question my own head. A month later, we're at the kitchen table, bills spread out like a crime scene. I'm trying to figure out why our credit card's maxed out again. Emily's on her laptop answering emails, acting like I'm interrupting her Oscar-worthy performance as corporate queen. Em, you see this? I hold up the statement. $2,000 on clothes and restaurants. We didn't talk about this. She doesn't look up. Seriously, Tom, you're going to nickel and dime me now? I needed stuff for work. You want me to show up in rags? Work? Huh? That's what we're calling $300 dinners with your team. She sighed dramatic like I'm a kid throwing a fit. It's networking, Tom. You wouldn't get it. You're not out there hustling like I am. There's that jab like my construction business is a hobby because I don't wear a suit. Networking's fine, but we're a team. You don't get to spend our money and call it my problem. Her eyes flick up sharp. Our money? Last I checked, I'm pulling my weight. Maybe if you closed more deals, we wouldn't be having this conversation. You're pulling your weight then. Why is our account bleeding? She leans back, crossing her arms. Don't put this on me. You're the one who's always investing in new tools. Tools that keep my business running, not $500 handbags. Oh, please, she snaps. You're acting like I'm bankrupting us. You're not, but you're sure as hell trying. Her laugh is bitter. You're so dramatic. It's just money. Then use yours. I pull out my phone, open our banking app, and transfer half our joint savings to my personal account. 30 seconds. Done. She's still typing. Oblivious. Done, I say, standing. From now on, we split expenses. You want to play CEO, you cover your own tab. Her head snaps up. What's that supposed to mean? Exactly what I said. I'm not your ATM. She laughs, nervous, not her usual control. You're being ridiculous. We've always shared everything. Not anymore. I grab my keys. I'm meeting Mike for a beer. Sort your bills out. She stands, voice rising. Tom, you can't just do that without talking to me. We're married. I just did, I say, heading for the door. We're done talking about it. She calls after me. You're going to regret this. You think you can just cut me off? I don't answer. I don't repeat myself. At the bar, Mike's got a pitcher waiting. He's a big guy, could pass for a linebacker, but he's quiet, always listening. The place is loud. Jukebox blaring, a couple guys arguing over a pool game. I tell Mike about the credit card, the transfer, the whole deal. He shakes his head. She's testing you, man. Seeing how far she can push. Yeah, I say, pouring a glass. And I'm done playing. He leans forward, elbows on the table. You sure about this? Splitting everything. That's a big step. I'm not begging her to respect me. She wants to run the show. She can run it alone. Mike sips his beer. I steady. Reminds me of my brother's ex. Always pulling that control crap. Little digs to keep him small. Took him years to walk away. You're moving faster. I've given her enough chances, I say. She thinks I'll just take it. Not anymore, huh? He grins, but it's cautious. Just watch her back. She's not going to like losing the reins. You think she'll come around? I ask, not because I believe it, but to see what he thinks. He shakes his head. People like that don't change. They double down. My brother's ex tried to guilt him back. Didn't work. You're doing the right thing. A bartender Joe swings by with another picture. You two look like you're solving the world's problems, he says, wiping down the table. Something like that, I say, managing a half smile. Joe leans in, voice low. Heard my share of stories. Here, sounds like you're drawing a line. Respect, man. Mike raises his glass to lines in the sand. I clink my glass against his to not looking back. A guy at the next table, some regular with a trucker hat, overhars and chuckles. Sounds like you're breaking free, buddy. Good luck. I nod, sip my beer. My phone buzzes. A client. Jim, my lead foreman. I step outside to take it. Tom, you got a minute? Jim says. Got a scheduling issue on the downtown job? Shoot, I say, leaning against my truck. Client wants us to pull extra hours next week. I said I'd check with you. Tell them no. We stick to the schedule. I'm not burning out my crew for their last-minute changes. Jim pauses. You sure? They're offering overtime. Then they can pay double. My time's not free anymore. He laughs. Got it, boss. I'll pass it along. Good. Keep me posted. I hang up, feeling solid, no more bending over backward. My rules, my terms. It's a Friday and we're at Emily's company party. Big downtown venue, open bar, suits everywhere. I'm here because she asked. Said it would look good for her. I'm in a blazer making small talk with her colleagues, most of whom I don't know. Emily's across the room laughing with some guy in a tailored suit, her hand on his arm. I don't care about the flirting. It's the way she's acting like I'm her plus one, not her husband. I'm talking to Rachel, one of her coworkers, who's asking about my business. She's genuine, curious about the new office complex we're building. Sounds like a big deal, she says. You must be swamped. Keeps me busy, I say, appreciating the normal conversation. Emily swoops in, wine glass in hand. Oh, Tom's always building something. You should see our garage. It's like a hardware store exploded. Rachel laughs politely, but her eyes flick to me uneasy. That's a lot of dedication, she says, trying to pivot. I don't laugh. Funny, I say, looking at Emily. I didn't realize my work was a punchline. She rolls her eyes. God, Tom, lighten up. It's a party. Rachel shifts uncomfortable. Emily's boss, Greg, joins us loud and full of himself. Tom, right? Emily says, you're the guy for renovations. Before I can answer, Emily cuts in. Yeah, he's great with a hammer. Keeps him out of trouble. The group laughs. Rachel looks away, her jaw tight. Another colleague, Mark, chuckles but seems unsure. I feel the room sharpen, not with anger, but with clarity. This is her game. Little digs to keep me small to make sure she's the star. I'm done. Actually, I say, voice steady. I run a construction firm. Just finished a commercial project downtown. 10 stories on time, under budget. Greg raises an eyebrow. Impressed. No kidding. We're looking at some office expansions. You got a card? I pull one from my wallet. Hand it over. Call me. We can talk numbers. Emily's smile tightens. Rachel speaks up, her voice firm. That's impressive, Tom. Not many people can pull off projects like that. Thanks, I say, meeting her eyes. Appreciate it. Emily laughs, trying to regain control. Oh, come on, Rachel. Don't inflate his ego. He's still got sawdust on his shoes. Greg chuckles, but it's less enthusiastic. Sounds like he's doing all right to me. What was that project, Tom? Downtown, you said. New office complex on 5th. I say mixed-use retail on the ground floor. We handled everything, design to finish. Mark pipes up. Man, I could use a contractor for my house. You do residential. Depends on the job. I say, give me a call. Greg nods. I like a guy who gets it done. What's your crew size? 20+ subs. I say we scale up for bigger jobs. Emily cuts in, her voice sharp. Okay, let's not turn this into a sales pitch. It's a party. I look at her calm. You started it, and I'm just finishing. Rachel smirks, barely hiding it. Sounds like Tom's got it handled. Mark nods. I'm calling you, man. My deck's a mess. Greg claps my shoulder. Let's grab a drink later. Talk shop. My firm's got plans for a new branch. Sounds good, I say. Emily's face is a mask now. You're all so serious, she says, forcing a laugh. It's supposed to be fun. Fun's great, I say, locking eyes with her, but respect's better. I excuse myself, head to the bar, order a soda. Emily follows, voice low. What was that about? Just talking business, I say, sipping my soda. You embarrassed me in front of my boss. No, Em, you've been embarrassing me all night. I'm not here to make you look good anymore. Her face flushes. You're being a jerk and you're being a control freak. Pick your poison. I walk away, weaving through the crowd. Rachel catches my eye, gives a small nod. I nod back. Behind me, Emily laughs too loud, trying to pull the group back in. He's just tired, she says. You know how it is. Greg's voice carries. Seemed pretty sharp to me. Mark adds, guy knows his stuff. I'm calling him. I keep walking. I'm not sticking around for her encore. It's a month later and we're at Karen's place, our neighbor with the golden retriever. Emily insisted we go, said it'd be awkward if we didn't. I'm only here because I'm not ready to cut every tie yet, but I'm not playing her game. We're still in the same house, but I've moved to the guest room. Separate accounts, separate schedules. She hates it. Keeps trying to pull me back into her orbit. No apologies, just more of her you'll get over it attitude. Karen's house is packed. Neighbors, friends, a few strangers. Emily's in her element, flitting around with a wine glass, laughing too loud. I'm talking to Dave and his wife, Lisa, about a remodel they're planning. Normal stuff, no tension. Then Emily calls me over, her voice all honey. Tom, come meet Brian. I walk over, nod. Brian's a finance guy, polo shirt, firm handshake. Emily was telling me about your business, he says. Sounds like you're killing. Before I can respond, Emily laughs, sharp and cutting. Oh, Tom's always busy, fixing leaky faucets, saving the world one hammer at a time. Brian chuckles, unsure. Lisa frowns, her eyes narrowing. Steve, Karen's husband, is nearby, pouring drinks, his eyebrow raised. I don't flinch. Actually, I say, voice calm, we just landed a contract for a new office complex. Keeps me busy enough I don't need to play sidekick. Emily's smile falters. Brian nods. That's awesome, man. You hiring? Maybe, I say. The crowd's getting thicker, and Emily's edging toward the patio door, probably to work another group. I extend my hand to guide her through. A habit from years of navigating crowds together. She pulls back, sharp and deliberate, her voice carrying. Don't start, Tom. It's not like anyone here thinks we're together. The room quiets. Steve stops pouring. His, eyes on Emily. Lisa's mouth tightens. That's a cheap shot. He's your husband. Brian shifts, trying to diffuse. Hey, let's not get heavy. Just having fun, right? Karen across the room steps closer, her tone dry. Fun's supposed to lift people up, not cut them down. Emily's smile is a mask now. Wow, everyone's so serious tonight. It's just a joke. I set my drink down, step closer to her, voice low but clear. From this moment on, they definitely won't. I walk out, not fast, not angry, just done. Karen follows me to the porch, Rusty trailing behind. You okay, Tom? Yeah, I say, hands in my pockets, just drawing a line. She leans against the railing, her voice firm. I've seen her do this for years. Little jabs, always making you the bad guy. You're better than that. I nod, staring at the streetlights. Appreciate it. I'm handling it. You need a place to crash or just a coffee? You know where to find me, she says. Rusty nudges my leg, whining for a pat. I scratch his ears, managing a half smile. I drive home, pack a bag, then check into a motel. My phone buzzes. Emily, you're being ridiculous. I don't reply. I'm not explaining myself. Twice. The motel's parking lot is quiet, the neon sign buzzing. I sit on the bed, stare at the ceiling, and feel the weight lift. No more games. 3 weeks later, I'm in my new apartment, a small place downtown, bare bones but mine. Tools in the corner, coffee maker on the counter. I've got a meeting with my advisor tomorrow to finalize documents, splitting our assets. Emily's been calling, leaving voicemails about talking it out. I don't answer. She had her chance. I'm done reacting. I'm changing the game. I call Sarah. Tell her I'm out for the next couple's dinner. Just me and Mike for beers from now on. I say. She pauses, her voice soft. I get it, Tom. I'm sorry it's come to this. Don't be. I say. I'm good. I meet with my accountant, Laura, at her office downtown. She's no nonsense. Been handling my books for years. You co-signed the office lease last year when my credit score dipped. I'm taking you off everything, I tell her. Then instruct her to set up a new business account, transfer all my contracts, and remove Emily from the insurance policies and joint lease on the office space. Laura raises an eyebrow. Big moves, Tom. You sure? Dead sure, I say. I'm done sharing what's mine. She nods, scribbling notes. Smart. Keeps things clean. I'll have it done by end of week. Thanks, I say. Send me the new account details. I hit the gym, something I haven't done in years. Not to impress anyone, just to feel solid again. I'm lifting when I run into Dave, who's spotting some guy bench pressing. He sees me, grins. You look like you're ready to build a skyscraper, man. Just clearing my head, I say, wiping sweat off my brow. He leans against the weight rack. Heard about you and MU holding up? I'm not holding up, I say. I'm moving on. He nods, thoughtful. Lisa's been worried about you, said Emily's been talking, acting like you're the bad guy, spinning it like you walked, out for no reason. Let her talk. I'm not in her story anymore. A gym regular. Carlos overhears and chimes in. Man, you got that look like you're done taking crap. Respect. I nod, rack my weights. Appreciate it. Dave claps my shoulder. Come by for a beer soon. Lisa's making her famous chili. Will do, I say, heading for the showers. A month later, Emily wants to meet. Same coffee shop, same table. I'm there early. Black coffee in hand, documents ready, assets split, no shared accounts, no joint liabilities. She walks in, less polished, hair up, no makeup, jeans instead of her usual power suit. She sits, doesn't order anything. You didn't have to do this, she says, voice slow. We could have worked it out. Worked what out? You running the show while I play backup? She flinches. That's not fair. I was stressed. Okay, work's been crazy. Stop. I cut her off. Calm but firm. You don't get to rewrite this. You made your choices. Every jab, every time you put me down, her eyes well up. Tom, I didn't mean to hurt you. I was just trying to keep things light. Light. You turned me into a punchline. That's control. She tries another angle. Softer. We've got 10 years, Tom. A house, a life. You're just going to walk away. I'm walking towards something better. You had your shot. Her tone sharpens. You're going to regret this. You think you'll find someone who puts up with your stubbornness? I'm not looking for someone to put up with me. I'm done with games. She leans forward, voice urgent. Tom, please, we can go to counseling. Start over. I'll do better. You don't get it. I don't want better. I want respect. You don't have that to give. She tries anger next. You're throwing away everything we built. No, you did that. Her voice drops, almost pleading. Tom, we can fix this. Just give me a chance. A barista, a young woman with a nose ring, clears a nearby table, her eyes flicking to us. Emily notices, her face tightening. You're making a scene. No, I say loud enough for the barista to hear. I'm ending one. I slide the documents across. Sign these. We're done sharing. She stares at them, hands still. You're serious? As a heart attack, she tries one last time. Tom, please, we can work this out. You've got 2 weeks to sign, or my advisor handles it. Don't call me. I stand, leave cash for the coffee, and walk out. The barista gives me a small nod as I pass. The street's alive with people who don't know my story, and that's fine. I'm not here to be anyone's hero or villain. I'm done playing her game. 8 months later, I'm in a condo I bought. Nothing fancy, but it's got a view of the city skyline. My business is booming. 2 new contracts, 3 new hires. Mike and Sarah have me over for poker nights. Karen brings Rusty by with a bottle of wine. Dave's still yapping about lumber, but he's good for a laugh. Emily's out there doing her thing. Word is she's dating some guy from her firm. Good for her. I don't wish her ill. I just don't care. My life's mine now. I set the rules and nobody gets to rewrite them. If I want to spend a Saturday at the hardware store, I do. If I want to drive to the coast, I go. No arguments, no games. Last week, I ran into Rachel at a hardware store. She asked how I was doing. I told her, I'm not just doing, I'm living. She smiled, said, you look free, Tom. I nodded, grabbed my paint rollers, and walked out. Respect's not something you chase, you build it. And I'm done letting anyone tear it.